Is there anything you want to say to me at this time?
In the blink of an eye, Sydney Powell went from straight-A student.
She was an all-American kid. She was never in trouble.
To convicted murderer.
On count one, ma'am, I sentence you to an indefinite sentence of 15 years to life in the Ohio Department of Corrections.
So how did this young woman's life go so off the rails that she would kill her own mother?
She's on the ground. So there's...
Who is it?
My mom!
Before that dark day, Sydney Powell was an honor student, a varsity soccer player, a mentor at school, and extremely close with her mom, 50-year-old Brenda, who counseled pediatric cancer patients and their families at Akron Children's Hospital.
Sydney was like Brenda's mini-me, and Brenda was Sydney's best friend. And on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020, Sydney killed her best friend, her mother.
Why?
Never once in my wildest nightmares would it have been how it played out.
That one question would become the crux of a national headline-making trial. The problem started when 19-year-old Sydney's grades slipped at the University of Mount Union in Alliance, Ohio, about an hour from her parents' home in Akron. She was suspended in December and kicked off campus. But by the end of February, she still hadn't left and didn't tell her parents.
No one knew, not even her closest friends knew the extent of the problems she was having and her status as being a student at the college, not even her roommates.
Like, she was laughing, she was having fun, she said she got jobs, and she seemed fine.
We received no communication from the university on the disciplinary actions or that Sydney was being suspended or expelled. Unfortunately, once you hit 18, they consider you an adult, whether who's paying the bills or not.
Not wanting to face her parents, Sydney stayed at local hotels for about a week and told them that she'd be home after classes on March 3rd. That's the day spring break started and the day life as the Powell family knew it ended.
Shock. First, it was disbelief.
That morning, Steve was trying to pay a tuition bill when he got locked out of the university's parent portal. He called the school and was shocked to learn Sydney was no longer enrolled.
So I asked them, well, how long has that been and what was that for? And they basically told me, you have to ask Sydney.
Using the family's location sharing app, Steve saw Sydney was at the house. He left work and headed home to get some answers.
We started talking about it, and I said, so what's going on? And basically, she said, all of my friends have their stuff together, but I don't. So at that point, I called Brenda, because Brenda was better at handling these things than I was.
Steve left and Brenda came home. A fateful decision. Brenda had just gotten on the phone with university officials.
During that phone call,